How do I learn to trust?
You are a very deliberate person and have been for a very long time, long before you came across us. And what that means is you've come to believe in your ability to converse and convey and convince. In other words, you are someone who likes to make things happen. And
Yes.
someone who likes to make things happen is the opposite of someone who trusts. Because someone who trusts lets things happen. And there's such a subtle, you use that word and it's right, there's a subtle edge in the difference of that, because when you want things and you're just going to apply yourself diligently, we watch you ripping through these processes. You're just eating this up. You're going to get yourself tuned up as fast as you can. But there's something counterproductive in that. Feel the difference between someone who is, this is not for you, it's an example for you, of someone who is seeking a healing, which is absolutely upstream, and allowing wellness, which is downstream. Can you feel the difference?
Right.
So many people are looking for the results and they are so pointed upstream. They're so intense about it and so determined about it. And we want to say, you don't have to work hard. You've already done your work by living life which caused you to ask for it. And Source has already done the work by aligning things up, and law of attraction is the real workhorse behind all of it. Your work, if there is any, is to trust the stream. To trust that if you were to let go of those oars, that you've done enough in the living of life to put it in vibrational escrow, and the Source is reliable enough to bring you in this massively moving stream toward what you want. So it's not necessarily, not even a trusting in your ability. It's a bigger trust than that. It's a trust or faith in the stream. But we see people working so hard to find that positive thought, and law of attraction just won't give you a really positive thought when you've been feeling really negative, but it will give you a slightly less negative thought. And so by understanding that the stream will carry you and getting the image in your mind that your real work, when you feel that tension, is to just drop the oars. In other words, it's not about making it happen. It's not about being different than you are. It's really about, and here it is, making peace with where you are. A lot of times our physical friends feel funny about that when they say, but I'm clearly not where I want to be. And if I make peace with where I am, isn't that my saying to the universe, let me stay here? And we say, no. When you make peace with where you are, you stop resistance, and then you can really go to where you want to be, you see. So in very short terms, we would say to you, if we were to give you an unfair label that accurately depicts the energy of your being, you try too hard. You work too hard at things. And it comes from wanting to please others. It comes from having a lot of responsibilities. It comes from a lot of people counting on you. It comes from all of those things. But it doesn't serve you, no matter what. There's nothing serious going on here. Just anything that diffuses. And in a little while, you will feel that visceral shifting. You will feel, even though you don't see solution, you don't see immediate result, you don't have an instant answer to a question, you'll feel the turning in the stream. And when that is what you're reaching for, things become so easy. It's just, Esther played with it in lots of different ways. She found that if she would sit and count her breathing, it would slow her mind down. She found if she would listen for a sound in a room, here she would listen for the sound of that air. So you're looking for less stimulating thoughts. That's all you're looking for. You're just looking for a way to give yourself a sensation of relief, and not always just at the time that you're looking for that. You're wanting to show yourself that you have the ability to focus. That's all it is. So you are very receptive to energy. Even the fact that you're receiving blocks of thought, you're receptive to energy, which means we imagine bookstores drive you pretty much insane. In other words, when you walk into an environment where there's a lot of energy and you're picking up on all of it, it can feel very chaotic, and you wouldn't feel any ease until you actually focus on something. And so the exercise of focusing your mind will stop that scattered sort of feeling. You are vibration, and focusing is tending to your vibration. And if you're not deliberately thinking thoughts, the thoughts that are buzzing around you will give you the sensation of thinking you. When you walk into a room of people who are thinking a lot of different things and you're not focused upon something, you don't have intentions of your own, but you're open to vibration, it can be a very chaotic experience for you, you see. Again, you are getting there little by little. You don't ask for a complete personality transplant overnight. You're doing fine. And you understand what to do, and you're doing it more successfully every day. And for us to give you some sort of process that implies that you need improvement is exactly the opposite of what we're trying to convey to you here. I'm happy to know what I know about the laws of the universe. Upstream or downstream?
Downstream.
Downstream. I'm not really applying them very well. Upstream. But I'm getting better at it downstream. Sometimes I suck at it upstream. Sometimes I'm really good at it downstream. I see these people over there who seem to be doing much better at it than I am upstream. I don't have to compare myself with anyone downstream. My inner being adores me right where I am downstream. I have nothing to prove to anyone downstream. I'm appreciative of everything that I've been living that has helped me queue up all of this wonderful stuff in vibrational escrow. I'm not moving toward the wonderful stuff in vibrational escrow. In other words, that's all it is, just thought by thought. Just try to let your thoughts move downstream. They naturally want to. That's what you want to be aware of. And don't make it a problem if they're upstream. We don't care if you make 100 upstream statements in a row. You know what that would do? If you were to get on an upstream rampage, you know what it would do? It would make you really, really want to go downstream.